Let me jump in on the stream here. We are live here on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on Instagram. So, yay! And I have with me my guest, and we're going to give you a sneak peek preview of what's to come on our episode of Leading with Audacious Confidence at 5 o'clock p.m. So stay tuned to get just a little snippet of the brilliance of Judy Hoberman. So, technology is an interesting thing. So I do have Judy on Instagram trying to get her to join in live, and we're both accepting each other's invitation. But for some reason, I can't get her on live on Instagram, but we're going to continue here on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. So those of you who are joining us on LinkedIn and Facebook, thank you so much for coming on in. So my name's Alicia Curry. If you haven't been here before with me, and I have a show. It's called Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, and it airs live on 5 o'clock Eastern Time on Win Win Women TV every Mondays at 5. So it's called Unleash Your Audacious Confidence. And I'm so excited because today my special guest is Judy Hoberman. If you want to catch us live, go to audaciousconfidenceshow.com. And at 5 p.m. Eastern, you'll see that button go live, and you can click that button and you can join in the studio audience virtually with us while we chat with Judy. And so our topic today, we got a great topic today. The topic today is introvert. Are you an introvert or do you have low confidence? And I thought this is a great topic because Judy is a boss. She is phenomenal, and she's also an introvert. And so, Judy, welcome to the show. Thank you for doing this pre-show with me.
Thank you. I keep trying to get onto Instagram, but it tells me my request is not going through.
I know, I see it, and I'm accepting it, but it's still not coming through. So,
well, I'm here.
Yeah, you're here with us on YouTube and LinkedIn. So Instagram, if you want to catch us, come over audaciousconfidenceshow.com at 5 p.m. So I'm going to shut down Instagram for now since we can't get you live, and we'll just do it right here. So I want to ask you, and we're going to save all the meaty, juicy stuff for the show at 5 o'clock. But share with me and share with the audience what your view of being an introvert is.
So I really believe that as an introvert, you're shy, you're quiet, you prefer, calmness. You want to minimize all these crazy environments that are very stimulating. And you don't really want to socialize with lots of people because you recharge your batteries by spending time alone. So it's very interesting. And a lot of people that tell me they're introverts, I mean, I'm thinking, well, no, you're not. And they say the same thing about me. But an introvert doesn't mean that you can't be in front of people. It's just that you also need to go away from them when you're done.
Right.
And just plug yourself
that downtime. You do need that downtime.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share a couple little snippets of things because you are a TEDx speaker. So there you go. You're a speaker. And you're an author. Oh, wait a second. I had that graphic to show everybody because you authored 4 books. So you're an author, you're a TEDx speaker.
Imagine an introvert that's a TEDx speaker.
Right. You're an author of 4 books. And you coach and teach powerful women, CEOs, really leaders, to show up more powerfully. And so you're showing us that being an introvert is not something that holds you back. Um, I'm going to ask you this question, but I want you to answer it at 5 o'clock. I don't want you to answer it now. I want you to think about it. But
Okay.
what made the shift for you being an introvert and being one of the top sellers in your company before you started your own business? What made you made that shift for you to be like the number one salesperson? And I'm not talking about the number one female salesperson. I'm talking about the number one overall salesperson in your company. So you're gonna share that with us when we go live at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
But give people just like one little tip that you can share that we can leave them with of how you can think about being an introvert differently.
Well, don't think of it as a negative.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a negative. It's who you are. And I truly believe that introverts make great leaders because what do we do the best? We listen. We don't want to be the center of attention. You know, my husband always says, "Oh, you love being the center of attention." I'm like, "No, I really don't. Like, I really don't." And you know, when somebody calls me up, you know, and it's unexpected, I start to, you know, get these crazy feelings. But I think that if you decide that it's not a negative, that it's okay to be an introvert because you offer so many other things, then you'll be okay. But you have to get that in your head that it's not a negative, it's not a limitation. It's really more of your personality and your uniqueness. And what do people want more? They want people that are unique. So you
Yeah.
know, it's a very interesting kind of twisty turny thing that, you know, it's almost like a tongue twister. Yeah, you can be a leader and you're an introvert, you
And
know.
you're an introvert. Exactly. You could be a speaker and you can
And
be
you're
an
an you can be a TED, you can do a TED talk
TED
on a
Talk
story that you've never told before and be an introvert.
and be an introvert. And speaking of TED Talk, I'm going to give people just a little snippet clip of your TED Talk, and then we're going to invite them to come into our studio audience live at 5 p.m. Eastern on Audacious. Let me put up that link, audaciousconfidenceshow.com, because guess what? You can ask Judy questions. You'll be able to interact with us. So we'll do a 30-minute interview with Judy, and then we take the recording off, and you have an opportunity to actually interact with Judy yourself and ask her questions, being the top leader, coach for other leaders that she is. She was one of the number one salespeople. So if you have a question about sales, if you have a question about being a female in a leadership role, come on over because she is going to be live to interact with you and answer any questions that you might have. But let me share her little snippet of her TED Talk with you. Hold on. Here we go. I guess I need to hit play. That would help.
Yeah.
You know, when you have all these multiple screens.
Meeting someone or seeing something new. No, wait, it's 3 seconds. No, wait, it's a tenth of a second. But you know what? The new studies from Princeton claim that first impressions are locked in the blink of an eye. So you know what? People judge each other by the way they look or some superficial qualities. And these initial impressions form a very important role in the way we treat ourselves and the way we treat others.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm all about first impressions. And so that experience you had, we're going to talk about a little bit about that experience as being an introvert and being on that stage. You know, a TED stage is not a tiny stage to be on. So join us live. So here's the link again. You can be on audaciousconfidenceshow.com. And if you would like to be a guest or you'd like to sponsor a show, just email us, support@aliciacurry.com. And what's even easier is if you go to our website, redcarpetceo.com, there's a link right there to be a guest. And you can just click on that link, fill out the form, and you can be a guest on our shows. So I am looking forward to this conversation with Judy to tell the difference between, because you mentioned earlier being shy, which I think is a low confidence vibration.
It crosses over.
Right. So we're going to talk about the crossover. We're going to talk about the difference between low confidence, being a true introvert, and give you some tips and solutions around how you can overcome some of these things, how you can shift your mindset around it and think differently about it. and how you can actually bring success into your life as an introvert. So don't forget, join us live at 5 here on Unleash Your Audacious Confidence on Win Win Women TV. Thank you so much, Judy, for joining us for this little sneak peek preview of our show to come. And I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you.
Me too. See you in a little bit.
All right. All right, everybody, go on over to audaciousconfidenceshow.com and click on that go live button when we go live at 5 and come join us in the studio audience. Just one housekeeping tip for you. When you come on in, please keep your cameras off. That way, it doesn't interrupt our speaker as we're sharing. And then once the recording is off, you can turn your cameras on, you can unmute your mics, and we can have a great conversation from that point on. So I will see you over on audaciousconfidenceshow.com at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, and it's 4 o'clock Central. So that's it for me here on Unleash Your Audacious Confidence preview. Looking forward to seeing you guys at 5.